Hi, I have another manifestation law of attraction story that actually happened today. I went to my best friend's house and he has a business on Etsy. He makes leather pipe accessories, leather accessories for pipe smokers. And he gets really good reviews. He's been in business for a long time. He has a lot of loyal customers and really good feedback. And today he was disconcerted because he got his first 2-star feedback, which was really unusual. And the feedback seemed really unfair. They said they didn't like the smell of the leather and a few other things that just seemed really unreasonable. Like they thought the pipe pouch was supposed to come with pipes, which it never said it came with pipes. But anyway, so he was a little disconcerted about it, and he was writing the person back, and he noticed that she had left another review for somebody else, also a 2-star review that seemed really unfair. And that person had actually, the seller had answered that they felt it was a really unfair review because the client just, or the customer just didn't read the listing all the way through for all the information that was there. Anyway, long story short, my friend was writing her back, and after he hit send, I said, okay, let's do something I have heard about in the Neville Goddard processes. And if you haven't read Neville Goddard, I urge you to. Neville, and then Goddard. So one of the processes is revision. So after he hit send, I had us sit down, and I did a really short little meditation where I had him sort of move into his heart energy by thinking about people and things that he loved for a brief moment. And then I had him go back to the computer in his imagination and open the review and see that it was a really high star rating, and that the woman said she loved the smell of the leather, and that she was really happy with the pouch, and that she really enjoyed the transaction. And then I had him feel all the feelings he would feel based on that experience, and imagine him telling me that he got really good feedback. And then I had him imagine that he was stamping a big stamp that said success on the computer screen, on the email. And then that was it. And then directly after that, I read him a few stories from the Neville Goddard book that I thought were really inspiring. And about an hour passed, and he looked at his phone, and he gave me the funniest look. He was like, "Oh my God, you're a miracle worker." And it wasn't me, but that's what he said. And she had changed her review, gave him a 4-star rating, and said, "I love the smell of the leather." She was super, super sweet in her revised review. And he was so moved by that he, in turn, responded really kindly to her, and they started sort of emailing back and forth, and he found out that she was a 62-year-old widow. Her husband had died of cancer, and she cut fruit for a living, and just like a sweet older lady. And so he decided to send her a few things for free. And it ended up just being a really loving transaction, even better than we had both imagined. So I love that Neville Goddard process of revision. He says to use it if you ever get bad news, a bad phone call, a letter you didn't like. He said at the end of your day, look back at your day, and if there was anything that you didn't like or something that didn't go the way you had hoped, just revise it in your mind, and that the past is as fluid as the present and the future. So I thought that was so inspiring. As soon as he was like, "Oh my God, look," and he showed me the review, we started jumping around and screaming like crazy people because we were so excited. It was so instant, the response. I mean, it was an hour later, and she actually said the words that we had imagined her saying, "The leather smells so good." So it was a really beautiful thing to experience today. I hope you enjoyed the story.